Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda Elawesh. This is Living Wisdom's preparation for Niños Santos ceremony, and you are probably very familiar with me and with Living Wisdom already, and that's why you're here. If you happen to have come across this video before any of the other introductory videos about Living Wisdom, our mission, who I am, my education, my lineages, my approach, and all of that, we definitely cover it all. And that's available for you. Please reach out to us if you have any question about where to find those videos or audios. We are happy to hook you up. For now, though, we're going to just dive right into preparing for a Niños Santos ceremony. Niños Santos is Spanish for sacred little ones, sacred children, holy children, and it means it's a reference to psilocybin. We honor the lineage of Maria Sabina and the medicine carrier that she was, and the wisdom that she and healing that she provided and opened up to a lot of different people, white-skinned people, a lot of different cultures. So we want to honor her. We are going to do our best to stay really, really consistent with offering one strain of Niños Santos. There are countless different strains out there, and we want to create consistency, as much predictability as you can imagine having for any kind of medicine ceremony. We find that building a relationship with one particular strain is going to be really, really helpful. And so the strain that we're going to work with on a consistent basis is penis envy, because it's very readily available, and a lot of folks tend to be comfortable and familiar with this particular strain. Don't love the name, but it is what it is. It's a beautiful medicine, and we're really, really grateful to have that medicine available to us. If we are not able to source penis envy, we will make sure that we work with something that's similar, and we will definitely notify you in advance, so that you're aware and prepared. We source this medicine from a very beloved community member who is very wise, very experienced, and brings immense reverence and respect to the cultivation of this medicine. And he does an excellent job. It's absolutely delicious. This medicine has been the most studied entheogen. Maps and different universities, different organizations have studied the efficacy of specifically psilocybin and found that it can help significantly with anxiety, with depression, with PTSD, with end-of-life challenges. I've personally found it to be incredibly, profoundly helpful in healing physical challenges as well. And so I'm very grateful for this medicine. I'm really, really grateful that it invited me to offer it to the community, because we've had many, many people asking for this medicine for a long time. And for me, it's important that I listen to the medicine, and not offer something just because it's going to be popular, just because other people are asking for it. For me, it's always got to be an invitation from the medicine themselves to say, please serve this medicine, and got that very clearly. My co-facilitator, Paulo, also has deep reverence, deep invitation from the medicine to have done his own healing and now to co-facilitate with me. And we're very, very honored and grateful to this medicine for inviting us to offer this medicine in a ceremonial way for our community. That's you. This medicine can be very physically activating. It can bring up bliss and ecstasy, and it can bring up deep discomfort physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. For the sake of the community container, We will focus on keeping the ceremonial container very tranquil, very peaceful, and as quiet and still as possible because we are going to be in a group. If you feel that you are likely to need to move a lot or make noise, or if you're interested in more of a heroic dose, we highly recommend that you connect with us and explore the possibility of a private ceremony for that. During our group ceremony, if someone is having a really big experience, if that's you, that can be distracting to the container. Doesn't mean you're in trouble. We don't want you to feel any shame about it. We don't want anyone to feel any shame because sometimes you have a bigger experience than you're expecting, or you have a different response than you were expecting. We'll do our best to, we have some other rooms to move folks into if they're moving a lot or making sound and it's becoming distracting. We'll do our best to create that more tranquil container for the group. We will offer you the medicine. You will have the opportunity to connect with our co-facilitator, Paulo, who will have your dose prepared for you ahead of time, as you will have had a conversation with him to work out your intentions, your sensitivity, your, height, weight, all of that, so that he can recommend the perfect dose for you. And again, we want to make sure that you have a really powerful experience and suggest that if you're interested in going big, to think about a private ceremony. So we'll have your specific dose all prepared for you. We will hand them out to everyone, and we will each pray with the medicine one at a time, and we'll witness each other in our prayers. And then once we have ingested the medicine, um, we'll give you some ginger tea to ingest it with. It's going to taste amazing. Once you've ingested the medicine, we're going to ask that there's no talking with the other participants. If you have a need from us, you're always welcome to ask for help. You don't have to try to mime it. But we do ask that there's no talking, even if you know the person, if it's your partner, it's a family member, it's a really close friend, and it seems like they're having a difficult time or you're having a difficult time. You're in the space to experience a ceremony, and we're the ones that are, you've asked to support you in that, and it's our job to make sure that we're taking good care of you and all the other participants. And so we ask that you trust that you and the other participants are going to get the help that you need, that you can ask for the help that you need, and you will receive it. That it's not your job to make sure that somebody else is okay. You can check in with us if somebody's experience is distracting you from your own inner journey. You're always welcome to check in with us. And we will respond in a way that is supportive of that person's sovereignty, your sovereignty, and the safe and sacred container. We also ask that there's no touching. We are making these ceremonies a little bit smaller. For now, we're limiting it to 8 people instead of 10, so that there's a little bit more spaciousness in our ceremony. And we will recommend that people, lay like head, feet, so that if there is a little bit of movement, that you're not accidentally putting your hand in somebody's face. And we hope that that will be a little bit less distracting for folks. As with all entheogenic group journeys, it is very helpful to focus on your own healing. Distracting yourself with someone else's movement or sounds can turn it into a spectacle, which doesn't feel safe. And it keeps you from doing your own healing. If someone's experience is distracting you and you just can't focus on your own inward journey, please check in with us so that we can make adjustments to support everyone in having a really beautiful experience. The medicine can be very sensual and it can even bring up sexual feelings. And for the safety of the community container, we are all going to do our best to work with those energies in a way that is more inward. And we ask for your help in doing this. And again, focusing on your own experience. When we get lost in someone else's experience, it can really create a sense of self-consciousness in the container. And it can also make it difficult to really release what's coming out. It like almost makes like conscious sticky glue. And we want there to be ease and openness and the ability to let it all go. So we'll all be co-creating the container together. And I have mentioned it before, but it is worth saying again that we can release old trauma, old funk, old wounding from our system in so many different ways. And I jokingly refer to the seven dwarves of release. There's pukey, sweaty, shaky, coughy, weepy, laughy, um, poopy. There's more, but you get the point. There are lots of different ways that we release these things from our system, and everybody's different. Please don't feel self-conscious about your own process. Even if what you're doing does become a distraction, we'll just gently support in what needs to happen so that it isn't distracting. But please don't feel shame about your own experience, and please trust that everyone is having the experience that they need. You, as I mentioned, will have had a chance to already work out your dose ahead of time with Palo. And so, again, we really, really are going to encourage not expecting to go big heroic dose. That doesn't mean you're not going to have a full, beautiful, powerful experience. We will definitely encourage that. We will start our connection when we gather before we ingest the medicine. We will begin with a connection to the earth and our guides and our ancestors and an orientation to the ceremony space and the home that we'll be in and a reminder of the basic flow for our journey together. We will all receive our predetermined doses that we worked out ahead of time with Paulo. And we will all witness each other in our prayers. So we'll all each take a turn in praying with the medicine, but we will wait until everyone's prayed and then we will all ingest the medicine together, which will create a more cohesive liftoff and a more cohesive journey. And we typically serve the medicine, which is delicious, as I mentioned before. It's crunchy and yummy. And we will serve it with ginger tea, which also is amazing. And the ginger tea will help to digest it and will also help to prevent any digestive issues. Will it completely eliminate that possibility? No, you may have some stomach discomfort. But if you come with an empty stomach and you followed the diet and that ginger tea, it's all going to minimize any physical discomfort that you have during the journey. After ingesting the medicine, we will do some light movement and breath work to prepare our bodies, our minds, and our spirits for the journey. You don't have to participate. You may alter your breath work and movement. That's perfectly all right. It's just an invitation. It's what we find very, very helpful to receive and work with this medicine. We honor your sovereignty in making a good decision for yourself. And after we've done some breath work and movement to really loosen up our bodies, we'll then set up our nests. We have pads and some pillows and blankets. And we recommend bringing extra blankets because I don't know if we have a blanket for everyone. I recommend bringing your favorite blanket bringing an eye mask, maybe even earplugs if you are particularly sensitive to sound and you want a more quiet journey. That's all very welcome. We will have a combination of recorded and live music to guide you. And typically, we will focus on a sound journey that's a little more tranquil. Um, Sometimes the live sound healing, even if the sounds are very gentle, it's very activating. I've just found in the sound healings that I do, sometimes the medicine says just hang back and don't do so much live because it can really amplify the intensity of the medicine, and that may not be what's needed. So, but it is likely that there will be some live sound. If you want to have an experience that's more evocative and intentionally diving deep into the shadow, we recommend checking in about the possibility of a private ceremony for that. You will be invited to come and check in with us after about an hour of ingesting. You don't have to actually get up and walk over, but you can get our attention. If you're feeling nothing, or if you're feeling like it's very, very light, you can let us know, and we are happy to give you a little booster. Again, we do recommend fasting the morning of, coming with an empty stomach, and also following the diet, because that's going to help your body to metabolize the medicine and have maximum impact. And again, diet's going to be really, really helpful. So please make sure to review those recommendations that are in the preparation notes. And if for some reason you can't find them, well, that's probably how you found this video. But if not, please always reach out to us to ask for any information you feel like you may be lacking. We're happy to send that to you. Not following the diet will simply mean that you may experience unnecessary discomfort during the journey, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Following the diet will create as much opening for true and deep healing that's as is possible. So if you find yourself in a painful thought loop or an emotional spiral or in physical pain, please ask for help. We honor your sovereignty, and we will create a safe and sacred container and make sure that it's energetically a clean space for you. And we may get guidance to come in and check in with you, to offer you something to support you. And it's important that we get your consent. There's no need to struggle mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, energetically. That's what we're here for. If you find that going outside is helpful, weather permitting, that is absolutely fine. We're absolutely okay with that. We just ask that you maybe check in with us to let us know that you're stepping outside for a little bit. And we ask to make sure that you are not making disturbing sounds, as we don't want to distress our neighbors. Um, if you are going to be needing a lot of support, like there's a lot of purging or there's some difficulty for you, we may ask you to stay in the container, because we have a whole container that we're attending to, and it will be difficult to attend to you if you're not inside the ceremony space with us. And again, we are going to ask to focus on, for the group ceremony, for a more tranquil experience, to do our best to not do the primal scream, to not make big loud noises, to not do big thrashing movements if at all possible, because that can be very, very distracting for others in the ceremony space. We will likely offer different burnables like cedar and sage and sweetgrass and copal, um, because those are very soothing and they can create a sense of upliftment. We also offer floral sprays, which also bring an elevation to the energies and to the thoughts. And we've gotten a lot of feedback, especially during the the Niños Santos ceremonies that that's really, really helpful. So your only job is going to be to relax, to release, to let go. If you don't want the sprays, let us know ahead of time. Or if you hear the tss, 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 you can like hold a hand up, like, no, thank you. And we'll tune into those hand signals and honor those requests. Again, we just are going to support you in getting as relaxed and comfortable as possible to focus on breathing and letting the medicine just help to release everything that no longer serves and to leave space open for that medicine and everything that's greater than us that wishes us well to come in and offer the support that we need. We invite you to let the medicine take care of you and to not feel like you have to struggle to solve your problems or to figure out why did this vision come to me? Why did this, to just witness, to observe it, to breathe, observe, love, and trust, to breathe into your body, to breathe, to help things flow, stay focused on the breath, observe what comes up, to send love to it, and to trust that it's coming up and out for your best and highest. As we start to ground in, the music will likely shift. We'll bring you gently out of the journey. We will have a completion round, which will give everyone an opportunity to share anything that feels clear that's come through that may want to be expressed to the sacred witnesses in the ceremony space. You can ask for help for anything that feels like it's unresolved, or you can simply offer a brief check-in to let us know how you're feeling and whether you need some more time to ground in or not. After the completion round is done, I will smoke my chanupa, which is a sacred pipe from my Lakota medicine lineage, and we will move into our potluck. Please give yourself as much time as you need to ground in. There's no rush in leaving the ceremony space. We'll make a plate of food for you. We'll make sure there's food when you're ready. Give yourself as much time as you need. Just because the ceremony may have come to a completion does not mean your journey's over. It doesn't mean you have to get up and move around and start talking to people. Give yourself all the time that you need. There's no rush. Um, Please also make sure to check in with us before you leave. We want to make sure that you're feeling ready and safe to leave the ceremony. If you have any questions about how that's going to happen, you're probably not ready to go, and we'll take care of you. Um, After the ceremony is complete, everyone's gone home in a day or two, we will check in with you to see how you're doing. So we ask to please make sure that you respond and let us know. And if we haven't checked in with you yet and you have questions or concerns or something amazing happens and you want to share it with us, please reach out. We're here for you. We're here to support you. We care about you. We care about your journey. We care about your experience. Um, we recommend making sure to be familiar with the integration, the video, audio, that information ahead of time, because knowing ahead of time will help you to really have the best integration possible, because it's going to be helpful to have space in your calendar, spaciousness in your consciousness, spaciousness in your expectations, meaning not having expectations and allowing new possibilities to come in. And we have some really great guides for before, during, and after ceremony preparation and integration. And if you make yourself familiar with all of that before your ceremony, it's going to be amazing. Integration is so important because it really determines what you actually take home with you after the ceremony is complete. And please know that we are available to support you at any time, and we'll always do our best to give you what you need and to help you on your path, on your spiritual healing path. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Thank you so much for honoring your own spiritual journey, for honoring your own path, for choosing to show up to a living wisdom ceremony, because that means that you care about the education, the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, the energetic preparation. We really appreciate all of the folks who join us for our ceremonies because there's so much out there. There's so many different ways of doing it. And we love this way and we love sharing it with others. And we really adore the community and appreciate the community who want to participate in this safe and sacred container with us. So thank you for taking the time to prepare yourself. Please reach out with any questions. Know that you are cared about. Know that you are cared for. You are prayed for by name. And we're here for you. So until we get to connect, may the source be with you.